hurt you emotionally?
No. Well, when you receive stuff, I thought it was. I thought what I received was the obituary, not the actual funeral. So I opened it up, and it was like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
yeah, yeah.
like I didn't want to like bring it up to you, but somebody hit me up uh, like a week ago, and they were just like, "You know, redacted too? Oh my god! I went to elementary school with them.
Wait,
Did
who do
you?"
you know that went to elementary school with her? Because I went to elementary school with her.
So, I mean, I'll let you know offline, but
You
they
gotta
were
let me
like,
know now.
"No, I don't want to."
No, put it in here.
Oh, like I
Okay.
don't want, like I don't want to edit this. I really
No, put
don't.
it in here.
But yeah, no, they hit me up, and I was like, yeah, I saw it on Facebook. That's wild. But it was just like, wow, we at the age where people are like, hey, you know this person? I know them too, and we both cry together. Wah. I really don't want to put trigger warnings in the SEOs.
No,
You know,
just
I'm
it's
so.
been. I mean, other than that, I've had a very long day. But other
Mm-hmm.
than that, I mean, I've been managing it okay. And we can move on. But I just wasn't. I the my poor child was trying to watch his songs, and he
I was
was
about to say
like,
beat
"What is
beat
wrong with
band,
you?"
but
He was
we
like,
went. We were way past beat beat
"I
band.
think I know." Yeah, like no, we haven't. He does not like. Well, the couple of times I tried to show him Beat Beat Band, he does not like Beat Beat Band. But he is my crackhead child and likes Yo Gabba Gabba, and I feel like watching Yo Gabba Gabba almost like more than a decade later feels like a fever dream. Like, what kind of
Um,
crack cocaine were they putting this shit? Like, I don't understand.
it was just vibes and music, and who can't? And it wasn't like I love you. We go hug each other. We're friends. We're friends. It was more like it was the Ting Tings singing their
That's
actual.
the That's what they played. That's what we were watching yesterday. Happy birthday. Happy. First of all, I don't know why I have not had anybody sing that to me for my birthday song. I'm looking dead at you. And two,
Well, you called me
I,
J Lo in the other part in the recording we had to scrap.
I didn't call you
So
J Lo because of your singing skills. I called you J Lo because you wanted to sit here and take center lead when I always do the opening. But that's how you Libras are. I don't know why I expected anything more. Oh.
you know what? Shaheen said Libras are if we were villains, we're him. So I won. I'm okay. Libra power, baby. Libra gang. You know why SZA can give us all those good songs that makes you want to feel something, that makes you want to punch somebody in the face? Because a Libra man hurt her. And thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the
What?
art.
That's
Thank
what we're
you.
gonna go with.
Thank you for
That's
the
what
art. If a Libra man didn't hurt SZA, we wouldn't have the SZA that we love. So
I
yes.
looked up what sign is J Lo, thinking she was a Libra, but she's a Leo, and that tracks so much.
First of all, how dare you?
Tracks so much.
How dare you? If you first of all, me and Lil Wayne got the same birthday, so Libra gang. Oh, also, and Mark Maron. So there you go. Why would you do this to me?
I'm so I gotta do it to us. What do you mean? I gotta do it as well. What are you talking? You act like you're the only one editing, because now you've
But
been editing for the last 6 months. Oh, look at you!
but
I've been doing this for years.
it's
Yes.
it's different when it's video. It is different when it's
I
video
don't.
because I also got to make sure we don't look crazy just jumping in like physically.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Can we afford that?
Well, we don't make no money, so it's not like we're monetizing anything.
Nah, nah. Okay, so I've been waiting to say this on the air so I could put it. So working smarter, not harder.
Okay.
You get you already hear your eyes is doing the movements like I want to say something crazy and out of pocket. I'm not. You scared. I just gave you the whole rundown on me not wanting to do the editing. Why would I then jump in to say something
But you
crazy?
said that before. And I've
Anyway,
had to do the editing, so I do not believe you.
Anyway, I believe we have a hater in the midst because the most random videos are getting flagged or first of all, the Macy's video can never see the light of day because it's low quality. It's too
The Macy's video was a good video. It was
it was unoriginal and low quality. And
unoriginal. Hold on. You know what is wild to me? As I chew my peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I'm having girl dinner because I'm recording for you guys.
girl dinner, girl dinner, girl dinner.
Unoriginal, but you got endless amount of TikTok videos where all they do is smile and nod at somebody else's hard work. How irritating.
Or my personal favorite, yo, this woman, she caught her man cheating, and matter of fact, I'm gonna just let y'all watch.
And then they don't move. Then they big ass head just be like,
But a video where I literally provided,
that was one of my
like,
favorite videos,
it
I
was
must say.
literally a get ready with me charm styled. It was also how to spoil your familiar. I was literally dropping like concept gems in that video, but it was unoriginal.
Hold on. Speaking of getting ready with me, charm style. So I have been trying to reincorporate, like, now that the baby's out, all that stuff. I've been trying to reincorporate like my little practices throughout my workday. So I've been lighting incense at the beginning of my workday.
Mm-hmm.
And my eldest comes home from school and he is like, "What is that disgusting spell? It's your kids who are the
Demon,
op." You see what I'm saying? It's your kids.
demon,
It is your kids.
demon.
He was like, "How about I just close the door and not come into your office?" And I was like, "One, I didn't want you in my office in the first place, so that's neither here nor there." And two, yes, close the door.
I mean, he at that age where that demon does take over, and they hang around for a little bit.
We do hang around for a little bit. So how have
Mm-mm.
you been?
I have been consuming so much media in like it's been cuckoo bananas how much I'm trying to do all the pre-pro stuff ahead of time. So I'm just like, oh,
Mhm.
this week we're watching, and it's just like, oh, that's too many slices. That's too many slices.
Too many
That's too...
slices.
Yeah, you've been sick, and I've just been like, la la
I've been
la,
sick.
fiddly dee, fiddle. Oh, we
I
can't
when I
afford
say
that.
took me. I know what you were gonna say. That's why I kept going. But it took me down. I tapped out. I mean, even still, I have a cough, and
Mm-hmm.
I was out of work for a week, and I came back, and they were like, "Oh," when I was talking and I was hacking, they were like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, you really are sick."
So you were coughing in our last episode, and I so that's proof that she wasn't lying, guys. She's been sick.
It took me. I mean, I had the chills. I've lost 10 pounds. I've been a mess, but I have been consuming some sort of media. I've been consuming a little bit outside of like mommy media. I've been consuming media as well. Not as much as you.
Man, I started adding more movies to the mix. I was like,
I was like, okay, she watch your movies.
it's like, oh my god, oh
Did
my
you
god.
watch the documentary I told you to
I watched
watch?
so many documentaries, and yes, I watched that Hulu documentary. But I watched it when you were like, we're gonna discuss it next week. And then you got sick.
And then I got sick. Yeah, because I was like, don't watch it yet, don't watch it yet. It was so wild. Do you remember what it was called?
Um, Probably because I'm like looking at my schedule post.
Okay, I found it. It's called Stolen Youth Inside the Cult at Sarah Lawrence. And
Absolutely.
guys, I found this video off of a premise off of TikTok. And
Girl, it is 11 minutes and we haven't even branded the episode.
because you see, that's what happens when you. So now I should brand the episode because you did the opener.
I mean, we actually didn't do anything.
Well, you messed it up. I'm gonna do it. Me. Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Black Girl Charmed, where you have two gorgeous Black women rewatching one of their favorite TV series, Charmed. If you didn't get that at the first go, my name is Jonnelle, and I will be your host, along with my co-host.
Hey, I'm Ray. And we are technically begrudgingly watching Charmed during Black History Month. Okay? How they did Daryl, how they do Daryl, how they
Especially
did
this episode. I was
exactly,
like, not in this
exactly.
Black History Month.
We are begrudgingly watching Charmed. How they did
Yo, when he
Daryl,
did the thug tear,
and they call him pussy, and don't be pussy now. You know what? First of all, I'm not gonna lie. This episode of Charmed, if you catch me on a good day, this shit is terrifying. It
you think
is.
it's terrifying?
Yes, the wiggly one. That motherfucker is what dreams and nightmares are made of.
I couldn't take him terrifying because his eyes were so far apart. It bothered me the entire episode. Like, why was his eye? Because and I know we're jumping into it, but when you first meet him, his head is like, like it's cocked to the side. So I thought that's why his eyes are far apart, because his head's to the side. But then he like creepily like pulls his head straight, and I was like, no, this is the uncanny valley right here.
Exactly.
This is a Reddit post.
Exactly. And like, there's a scene where they're in the dark, and he's just like, I'm coming to get you. And it's just, honestly, if I'm drunk enough, I'm terrified. This episode was unsettling as like, okay, talk your horror shit. It's still the WB, but also as a Black woman.
It could have been a good horror. It could have been a really good horror episode.
Because those were really good villains. Like, I'm not gonna lie, all aside.
You know what it reminded me of? Return the slab! Return the slab!
Return the slab?
Yes! From Courage the Cowardly Dog!
Oh my god. Oh my god. You're insane. Oh man.
Why was he like... I couldn't take him seriously. I couldn't. And then the other one was like his little pit bull.
Exactly. Exactly. No, what was it? It's definitely the scene where like the pit bull is like hiding in the corner, and he's like, "Girl."
When he goes to jump.
No. That is the stuff out of West Indian like folklore. Them is Jumbi. All right, them two is Jumbi. And I felt unsettled. I always feel unsettled watching that episode. And my third eye is unsettled. My spirit is.
You know what he reminded me of? The one who did all the talking.
Mm-hmm.
Remember back in the day where like claymation was really, really popular, but the eyes never set well, so the eyes were always bulging. He reminded me of a claymation villain. Like it just It didn't. To me, it didn't give what it was supposed to give because it was so uncanny.
Mm.
However, before we even get into the episode, death.
The second best death on the WB/CW.
So that, but Supernatural had two deaths.
And one of them was a black woman. So
Who are you going with?
we going with it's Black History Month. We going with the black woman first.
Okay, but if this was March 1st, who would you go with?
The black woman, because it's Women's History Month.
I just feel like her as death, she could have done so much more. She was just kind of like whiny. Like,
She was very like, meow, I'm gonna get you.
but I
Meow.
loved her. Her shape.
Yes. But no, I love this introduction to death
Mm-hmm.
and love him too. Because if anybody is gonna read Prue Halliwell the fuck down, it's death. And not only did he read her, he broke her.
I
He
was just like, man,
broke
the
her.
fuck up, sis. I thought we were past this. I
Mm,
thought we were past
no,
this.
no.
Clearly.
She never got the therapy she needed. Remember when we discussed that episode in season 2? And they were like, "Ha, Jesus Christ, it's the daughter." Ah, she never got the support she needed to like deal with that. Plus, she gotta be the mature one because Grams is out here trying to find a new husband every other year. And look who she gotta take care of.
I'm ready. I'm ready. You ready?
Anyway, this is how I know we got an op in our midst. Because there are videos of mine, well, of ours, that are getting taken down for bullying when there is absolutely no bullying involved. I am not bullying anybody in the comments. I don't bother y'all in the comments. Y'all argue amongst yourselves. And if I'm talking hard about somebody, if we are dragging somebody, it's probably a fictional fucking character. But
I
the fucking ops
told
don't
you my
want us to have
thoughts.
a Macy's sponsorship,
Nope.
and they don't want us talking about how Prue Halliwell gets the short end of the stick because her sisters hang out in graveyards and pine over like broke men who can't afford a meal. But at least this show gave us death, and
He is
not
fine.
only he's a yo,
I mean, I know this is Black History Month, guys, but
you get a certain number of Tamara coins during Black History Month, okay? All right. I'm gonna.
if he's like Irish or Sicilian, then I don't get to use my coin.
Yo, I'm keeping this whole last laugh in. It's not racist. My sister's half Italian.
She's half Sicilian.
Oh my god. It was a joke.
I'm just saying, if you're going to do the joke, you got to do it right. You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean, you know.
I mean,
It's like
technically,
it's
she's like 3/4 black because Sicilians are dark, and the Italians cheat the Sicilians. She gonna fuck me up. All right,
she was
okay.
too. I was supposed to be like she was too dark for, but too.
I'm gonna get her one of them shirts and be like, "My husband is tall, dark, and handsome."
With the flag. Oh man. Oh shit.
Okay.
We have no behavior at all.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You want to get into this beautiful bean footage?
Oh, I don't. Not during Black History Month, but you know.
We can make it quick. We can make it quick. We can get to the.
All right.
Oh, before we get into it,
Bow, 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 bow,
my
bow.
while my younger self was a Cole fan, I'm still thinking of that picture that you put on Twitter with the tattoo coming up his.
And I see, I told you, you have a certain amount of Tamara coins.
And I'm a finish. I'm a finish by like the 15th.
That's all they deserve.
Why is what? I didn't realize that he had the tattoo, and then he's all like buff, and then he has like like he has stress lines, but he's just like he looks buff, like he can doctor me up.
All
Live,
right.
live, 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 stay alive.
Woo, Chile.
Okay, all right. And I'm talking.
Oh,
I'm talking about Broke Boy. If you guys didn't know.
did we like even mention what we're enjoying, or did we just? Can we just do a
Bro,
quick
oh,
a quick rapid
okay.
fire so I have
We could do it.
something?
We could do it. Okay. So we both watched the Hulu documentary called Stolen Youth Inside the Code of Sarah Lawrence. It's really good, guys. I got it off of a TikTok premise. It's basically this girl, girl and a bunch of her friends move into like a dorm, like a house dorm, and her father ends up like moving in and fucking them, and it's wild.
Cuckoo bananas.
Cuckoo bananas. It just gets consistently, and then she moves out. She's like, all right, guys, I'm out. So it's wild. Um, I've also finished Butcher and Blackbird. It was a book that was really popular on TikTok. It was all right. It'd be really cute as like a limited series rom com. It was cute.
Mm-hmm.
I have made it. Well, I'm about to go into the Underdark for Baldur's Gate. I am romancing Astarion and Karlach for those who play Baldur's Gate. Other than that, I'm also playing The Sims Bustin Out, which takes it back like 20 years. Um,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, it's one of my favorite games. And I think that's it. I think I'm gonna get back into Married to Medicine, even though my girl's gone. But I need to see Sweet Tea curse out Jackie. So
Damn, damn, Jackie. You had a good run. She had a really good run, and just like
she brought
Candy.
out she brought out the whole. You ready? Rapid
Um,
fire in three,
I
two,
know.
one, go.
I'm like, I've started watching Upload. I watched, oh my god, it's this Netflix documentary about the Teflon Don, and everybody's like, oh my god, he was the finest man ever, and I'm like, he was? Question mark? He wasn't. It really shows you how like the police love to play a long game, guys. Police love a long con. If they gonna do their job, they gonna do their job like correctly. So just be on your P's and Q's. What else did I watch?
She said if they eventually do their job, they're going to do it right.
Yo, they did a sting operation, which would be the equivalent of dropping like Amazon boxes in front of my house every day for 30 days, and that's how they like planted a bug. Because you're not going to expect the Amazon driver dropping off packages to be the cops. And
You're right. You're right.
I did role play, which is the Kaylee Cuoco Amazon Prime movie where she plays a spy and
Okay.
she has a black husband.
Oh.
What else? Oh, I was like, oh, I did Joyride, which is on Prime. Really,
Okay.
really good. Super
Okay.
funny. Girls are just funnier. And Asian Bay
Mm-hmm.
from Insecure is in it. Eh,
You should have led with. Wait, with here or without here?
with hair. Yeah.
Let's
He
wrap
played
this shit up. I got shit to watch. Wrap this shit up.
Oh, and I watched Saltburn.
What is it about?
It is the talented Mr. Ripley but creepy.
Okay.
Um
Okay.
Spoiler alert, but not really. There is he humps a grave and then pulls out his member to then finish on the grave. Um,
Speaking of, and I'm sorry. I know you told me this. You probably ain't expect to hear this on the podcast. So you know how I play D&D, right? You know I play
yeah.
D&D on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
So my other bestie takes the
Oh, you
eldest.
are the best friends? Oh my god, you got people in your life that's not me? How fucking dare you? My god, what about me?
Well, I would have to have other people in my life besides you because you like to have most. You're a best friend whore. So guys, I set like side note, I sent her this thing that said like we're gonna be best friends throughout every universe. I sent it to you. I sent it to my other bestie. Right, we're gonna be best friends throughout every universe. I'm gonna be able to notice who you are through every. You know, she read it, guys, and did not respond. She probably copied and pasted and sent it to like the other four because that's what Libras do. You treat me like how Libra women treat their men. It's all right though. But as I was saying, so she plays. See, because you can't say nothing. So she
She
plays
didn't send it to
D&D on
anybody.
Saturdays. Well, you ain't respond. She plays D&D on Saturday night on Saturdays with my eldest, and there's a kid there, and I think he was jerking his member off to her.
I wish I didn't have like a mouthful of fluid.
Swallow it. You used to it. Just throw it in the back. Throw
Am
it in the
I?
back.
Am I? Am I?
No, no.
Oh man. You know, bills get paid other ways. Sorry.
Just two in the O, but not one in the I.
Who's I?
Guys, it's been like a half an hour. Let's
That
go
man
into the
has a
episode.
family now.
You know what I realized? I'm not.
Oh
As I
shit.
reflect on like my losses, I'm not leaving you to do my obituary. I'm not letting them let you do pictures. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Whew. So to fill you guys in on what that was, I will just say,
And Ray was a
oh,
nasty, nasty slore.
not that. But you remember that scene from Insecure where Issa got it in the eye?
Broken pussy.
I didn't get it in my eye. He got it in his own eye.
He was fine. Whew. That man was fine.
And now he has a family. That'd be so wild if he listens to this podcast and be like, oh, what my friends are up to.
This is podcast.
He don't. He don't.
You know, he tried
He
to.
does.
He looked like one of the 1970s rapists.
He still pops up in my DMs every now and then. And
I know he do.
not in like the weird way, the way like Ashley tried to spin it on Real Housewives of like Potomac, but more like, oh hey girl, what's up?
That's the other one who does that in mine. Like you don't see this whole family on my shit. Boy, bye.
Anyway.
All right.
Once my
Let's do
eyes
this.
stop, my eyes have been burning because my moisturizer.
Because you're evil.
No, I started crying every time we laugh, and my moisturizer gets in my eye. Anyway, hold on, do the water first.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Supposed to go me. What was that?
Gonna let you know how I got in his eye. And anyway, this we are never getting
I
this
thought
episode.
I was the one drinking. What is going on today?
Yo, I have no liquor in my system. I'm only drinking.
And you are avoiding going through this episode
because it's Black History Month. How dare they?
We can make it quick. We can.
All right, this is
Like
season
I
three,
told my exes,
episode.
we can make it quick.
I mean, sometimes they made it quick for you. Anyway, this is season three, episode 16. Death Takes a Halliwell. The original air date is March 15th, 2001. The writers are Krista, who we heard about this week in the comments. Krista! I don't really give a shit. Um,
I do. I'm just saying, everybody who was there is saying it was Alyssa. And Alyssa ain't do no wrong. That's all I'm saying. But we not
I'm
taking
a,
no sides. I just like watching the drama.
yeah, like we said off camera, I think everybody in the situation is
Had something to do with
messy,
it.
and nobody's hands are clean.
Nobody's hands
It's,
are clean.
but again, no new information was given.
The
Like,
only issue I have, because I don't really care about like Shannen, Holly, whatever,
mm-hmm,
is that Rose and Alyssa were very close. Tweeting each other,
mm-hmm.
doing interviews, shouting each other out. And then all of a sudden, Rose does this interview and she's like, Alyssa's a lizard person. You can't trust her. Like, what the?
I'ma just
I want
say,
to know what happened. That's all I want to know.
I'ma just say,
Sisters for life turning to a lizard person?
I'ma just say that in this scenario, Alyssa to me feels like Jacob from Abbott Elementary, where he is such a chaotic good, it borderlines on problematic.
Yes, yes,
And if you
yes.
saw the pictures I posted on TikTok today,
That's what we rocking with Mark because Mark rocking with us.
yo, it is crazy that those pictures dropped today, 2017.
It came up in my Facebook feed.
And the like I said in the caption, she just needs to stay home during these days. Just stay home. Keep your head low. Maybe come out February 7th. But anyway, the director of this episode was John Pear. His full credits are in season 2, episode 14, Part of My Past. It's the one where we see evil Phoebe for the first time. The guest star this week is John Templeman as the Angel of Death.
Mm-hmm.
122 total credits, including Angel, Monk, and Just Shoot Me. Christopher Shea as Seeker Number 1. 29 total credits, including Cougar Town, Mad Men, and Modern Family. And I definitely remember him from my Modern Family episode binge. Wade Andrew Williams, wow, as
I can
Seeker
see him
Number
being on Star Trek.
Seeker Number 2, 128 total credits, including Venom, The Blacklist, and Westworld. So I figured, you would have been a little friendlier to him. He was on your show. Michaela Watkins. Yo, Michaela. You like... When you saw her this episode the first time, you was like, oh, just another white woman. Oh. And now she's Michaela Watkins. Look at that. Anyway, Michaela Watkins, 134 total credits, including Archer, Veep, and my personal favorite, The Unicorn. You like, who is this white woman? I just know if she ever comes up in trivia, I'm gonna call Ray.
She was the Jewish person. She had the whole which got we'll talk about that when we get there.
This is the last time we'll see Prue's astral projection self. The title refers to the 1934 movie Death Takes a Holiday. The prayer in Hebrew that the rabbi can be heard performing at the funeral is the mourner's Kaddish. And this episode takes place 4 months after sleuthing with the enemy. There's no music in this episode, because why would there? Mm-mm. All right. The DVD synopsis is Prue faces the Angel of Death while two seekers destroy everything in their way to find and kill Cole. The IMDb synopsis is Prue is tired of losing her battle to save innocents. And like, how many innocents has she really lost? And in her effort to fight off the Angel of Death, she has to turn her back on a dying soul when she accepts that she can't fight fate and reconciles with the death of her mother. Okay, that's just the whole episode.
It's a whole episode. Whole
Like I
episode.
started, I was like, oh, okay. And
Let's wrap this
our
up.
synopsis. Prue's hanging out with Phoebe on the beach when she spots some random lady taking photos of her. It's weird because there's a shadow next to her that nobody else sees. Meanwhile, Cole is being hunted by two demons called Seekers. These vampire-like baddies suck the smarts out of people, and they've drained Cole's former landlady and the rookie inspector's assistant, some lady named Andrea. Prue decides to do a spell to summon death, and then the Angel of Death explains that death's not evil, despite Cole and Leo telling her that. And this is the last time you'll hear me say anything about Leo in this episode. And only shows up when it's your time. Prue finally accepts her mother's death and grieves. Meanwhile, the Halliwell sisters are dealing with deal with the Seekers, and they cast a spell to vanquish them. The end.
I
Just wanna fly.
I can see why these girls are living in poverty because we start off with Prue and Phoebe at the beach, and Prue is taking pictures of Phoebe's sandcastle and the shells. And I was like, girl, if this is what you submitting as your portfolio, you need to go back to history. I am unimpressed.
Wow.
Unimpressed. What
Wow. Hey man,
as
she got
somebody
employed by 415.
as somebody who has taken pictures for her product work, and for you, somebody who is a burgeoning photographer, you telling me if you got those photos as part of your portfolio, as somebody's portfolio, you'd be like, oh my God, this is amazing. You left your job for this?
If they're black, but if they're not, I might have to die with the lie because how a lot of these photographers be photographing black people. She may
You're
be
right.
shitty, but
Right.
what did Jay Z say last night? Some of y'all shouldn't even be in the category.
Blue was like, what? That. Like that bothered me. And then we get to the next scene with Weird Eyes.
Dry
And
eyes, clear eyes.
and them killing the landlady. She was like,
That
I don't
was
know nothing.
that was so incredibly unnecessary,
Unnecessary.
and I feel like we could have started the episode with them fresh off the kill instead of doing this. Oh, well, if you didn't tell us about the altar, Jack, then you probably lied to us about other things, sonny boy.
Like, what the fuck? Like, why would I don't know what that is?
I
What?
mean, it is kind of weird that you ain't clear out the apartment before you. But
She's probably a scum landlord, but that didn't
I was
mean
about
she
to
had
say, I was about to
to.
say, like landlords in New York be showing apartments while you in the shower. So,
Right? Like, she probably was like fully furnished.
right?
You don't know. And,
Yes.
and the fact that Reese jumped from like, oh, somebody's after Cole and they're killing everybody in the area to get to Cole to Cole's backtracking to kill the landlady.
Works. I was like, why would he? Why? Why?
Like
How does
that
that make
didn't
sense?
it didn't make sense. I would have went to Phoebe like, girl, you in danger. Everybody that is connected to Cole is being murdered, not you know where he is.
The only
Ah!
thing, like that attitude would have only made sense had it switched when she was like, "That's not the Cole I know." Then I would have been like, "Oh,
You mean that man
so
that fucked you and left you?
I'm sorry, I tell the truth when I'm nervous." um,
You having way too much fun.
I know
Way too much fun.
it doesn't make sense. He definitely should the flip doesn't make sense because why would he kill the landlady? he not paying rent no more. There's no like.
And the way that he describes like how they found the landlady's body with like her brain oozing out of her skull. Where does the venom come from?
I
Why
mean,
would you immediately think?
if I see that, I might feel some type of way. Like if I'm putting myself in a copper's shoes, and if I pull up to the scene and this
Pull
poor
up to the
little
scene, see? Pull up to the scene.
if I pull up to the crime scene and this poor, lady who probably got a family and a dog, it, her brains is leaking. How you gonna get that out the carpet? That's wild. But like, I would feel some type of way. Me and you watch a lot of investigation discovery where the cops they like go on 10 when they show up to the crime scene and be like, "Huh, I just had to get justice for because what I saw." Like, come on,
And then they
this ain't
don't get
nothing new.
justice. And it'd be like 3 years later.
Then
They
Tamara
still look.
Hall is interviewing your family 25 years later. It's Black History Month, so I'm gonna drop a black lady show.
So Prue is basically like, yo, you want to like lay off my sister? Because I
Not
don't
too
know why
much
you
though.
coming in my house.
Not
She
too
let
much
a lot of
though.
that slide though. She was just like, continue. Put it in
He
her
shot.
place.
He shot up with like one sentence. He's like, "You're talking to her like she did it. Well, if she helping him, she might as well have." She was like, "You know what?
He
I
was like,
don't
what
like that
he said, I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna bust his ass
anymore."
and I'm gonna come
Mm.
back and bust your ass. I was like, all right.
And I was like, "Pause, bro.
Too
Pause."
many asses. Too many
Yeah.
asses.
Like he knew he was going out, and he was gonna make sure. Bang, 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 bang. Guns a blazing.
Have you seen?
Yes, I could.
Are you no? Are you on the side of TikTok with the 1980s detective with the jazz music? I'm gonna send it to
No,
you. So so
no.
so side note. So it first started with like this guy just doing like detective jazz music, and it'd be like point of view. You in too deep. But now somebody has a puppet that looks like a 1980s detective. And that's what this reminded me of. I'm in too deep. I don't know if I'm on the right side or the wrong side.
Speaking of the '80s, rest in peace, Carl. Rest in peace, man.
What was that? Yo, not on the first day of Black History Month. Can we have anything? Nothing.
No, because of this fucking ass episode, we got to recap. Anyway,
I'm trying to move through it.
I know, I know,
So
I know, I know. My chair just keeps sinking because that's how I feel about this episode.
So Prue sees woman from the beach. I don't know if we had mentioned it earlier, but Prue saw. Well, you mentioned it in your breakdown. Prue
Mm-hmm.
sees this woman from the beach, and she's taking pictures, and she saw this shadowy figure behind her, and she's like, "Oh my god, I have to save this woman!" And when she sees the woman again, Prue goes out to follow her, but she doesn't see the shadow this time, and she's like, "If I'm the only one who sees the shadow, then I have to be the one to fight it." And I'm like, Prue, have we not learned? Have we not learned? She didn't even bring in Leo, which is how you know at this point she thinks
But
Leo
no,
is useless.
remember,
She shouldn't even call Leo.
Leo and his wife was gone
Well, they
because
went to the heavens for a wedding reception, but she could have told him before she left. I mean, it's not he gonna do nothing anyway. Which clearly in this episode he did nothing.
I mean, you're right, but who am I to say it? Anyway, so it's on her to save the Michaela Watkins, and when she turns her back, the Seekers get her. Like, is this when like death shows up again in front of her, or like
No,
how?
not yet. So what happens next after this is that dumbass Phoebe, after Reese tells you that I'm going to find your man, then
Um,
goes to her man. And she's trying to explain to him everything that's happening. And he's now like, oh, okay. So there must be demons that killed. See, he's smart. Demons must have killed Mrs. Owens. People still trying to find him. And he wants to fight them alone. He's like, let me and Balthazar do what it do. We can knock this out 1, 2, 3. And she's like, no. Fight the evil. I love you, Cole. And I just feel, you're not letting that man be the best that he could be. Just Like, we get to it later, and I was so disgusted. Disgusted? So, Prue, after this scene, Prue then goes to, pulls up behind Michaela's car, or Davidson's car.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we find out who the person is. Her name is Andrea, not Michaela. um, and they're having this whole conversation. Reese and Andrea are having a conversation in their office where she's like, I don't think that the sisters are murderers, and you're not telling me everything. Like, you're setting me up for failure because you're not telling me everything. It looks like he was going to tell her, and it was like, nah,
No,
something's just
she was like,
fishy.
I know I'm a rookie and I can't handle everything.
You see what I'm saying? It's a 1980s detective. This whole thing reeks of like 1980s.
Hey, sugar, the less you know, the better. All right,
Right?
simmer the fuck down. Oh,
So he,
sorry. Me and Joe watched the Lionel Richie documentary on Netflix, and there were so many people in that studio. For the song, we
you are the
are the
world.
world. Yes, there are so
Okay.
many people in that studio with leather jackets that I feel that Reese Davidson should have had a leather jacket in this episode. Those
He had
that's
to.
that's how those two thoughts connect. Anyway, sorry.
He needs to. He
Continue.
need to one. So he's like, I want you to go and like follow Phoebe. I know she knows something. And
I
then
mean, he's not
she's
wrong.
like, but tell me everything. And he's like, you know what? You know what? You just go home.
Go home, Roger.
So Andrea ends up, after they have their whole thing, he's like, look, the picture that you took earlier, Prue, or whoever you took of it, drop them off at the office and then go home. So she goes to get out of his car, and that's when Prue goes to follow him.
Yeah, and they're in the office, and they're like, "Hey,
Not yet. Not yet.
they not? I thought he
Not
like turned
yet.
around."
So then Phoebe and Cole are in Cole's old apartment, and she gets
Oh,
a premonition, and that's when she sees Reese die, and
mm,
Prue turns her
look
back, and
away. Yeah,
yeah, and she's like, oh my god, and Cole's like, these are seekers, blah 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 blah, and she's like, okay, my love. Now we're in the office.
and
This shit was creepy as fuck because that motherfucker like slithered.
exactly. That's what I'm telling you. On a good day, with a good glass of wine, this episode is fucking terrifying. Because why are you over here like the creepy inflatable man and his like fake gargoyle minion?
But Andrea, the way Andrea turned around the boss, like, why you here? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you could tell she was scared, but she held it in, and I was proud of Andrea.
She's like, I may be a rookie detective, but I got hurt.
Right. And she's trying to, first of all, I feel like the Seekers suck, because you should have just went to Reese first. Because you just hit up these people who, like, his landlady? Bro, get out of here. That's how you know, that's how I know you from another plane, because clearly this scum landlord ain't no nothing. Was not in this man's business.
Like, fast forwarding, but not really fast forwarding, because she died. Prue was
She
like,
died.
oh God, no, why she died? And then they obviously leave the scene because this is a murder scene. And then Reese comes back and is like, I should have told her everything I knew. Like,
See what I'm saying? But before then, the angel of death is like a shadow, and Prue is trying to like fling it, and he's like, "Your tactics don't work with me." And I was like, "Oh, hey, Daddy, he's hot. He's very hot."
he just came in with Mr. Aizawa level of unbothered.
It's
And
that like one lock of hair that falls into his face. Like,
mm-hmm.
I know I'm gonna take your soul, but I'm gonna look like disengaged but hot doing it. That's what it is.
It's the perpetual state of bothered but
Yes.
efficient at his job that does it
Very
for me.
efficient. Very efficient.
Like I'm always making him go out of his way, but he'll still do it, but efficiently.
So we're back at the house. Phoebe's
Mm.
trying to get information on the Seekers in the Book of Shadows. Obviously, we figure out, blah, blah, blah. They gather information by feeding on people's brain stems. Cole is like, oh shit, if they're going after all these people, then obviously they're going to go after Reese, but they really want him. So I'm going to like put myself out there so that they don't kill Reese.
Mm-hmm.
Prue calls for Leo and they come back down. And I mean, plot A and plot B was really good, but this plot C, I'm like, everything is going on in this world. Like, people are getting their brain sucked out of the back of their head. And you guys are arguing over this ugly ass crystal. I need y'all to read them.
No,
And
why
I
would
get that
we?
it's like wedded bliss, but it was
Oh,
annoying.
we didn't even really talk about the whole wedded bliss of it all. The reason why these hoes is at the beach is because they can't afford a hotel room. So Piper and Leo got to stay at the house and, you know, fornicate their marriage, whatever. Consummate their marriage all over the house. That's why they at the beach in the wintertime.
Yeah, that house must have smelled mad musty when they walked back. Leo's trying to explain to Prue, like, what you saw is the angel of death. I don't even know you're trying to fight him because he's doing what he got to do. She's not taking it. And even Cole is like, he's not working with the Seekers. He's basically just doing his job and collecting the souls. Bruce is absolutely not. Me and Angel of Death got beef. If you don't want to have beef with him, I'll have it by myself. It's fine. I am not a vegetarian.
So your
Uh,
boyfriend, he says
I
he
didn't want to
got
sing it, but it
me.
was in my head. um, Piper is like, well, if you guys go to Reese, then you are clearly gonna let him know that we're witches and we can't do that. And Prue was like, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm willing to take that risk. I'm gonna save this man. Blah blah blah. Because I
And
could
I
have
feel
saved
like they be
Andrea
letting people know that they witches for less.
all
But
the time,
anyway,
all the time.
oh, because he black.
No, it's because if it got too messy, they would have to like cut they fucking out. That's what it had nothing to do with Reese.
I
It had
know.
all to do. It had all to do with her. Phoebe tells everyone about the premonition that she had, and that Prue turned her back, and Prue was like, "Why would I? Do you know who I am, Prue?
Prove a
First
badass.
order of Halliwell? Like, nah, absolutely not." So Prue tries to call Reese and tell him what's going on. Cole thinks he's a badass and shimmers to the DA's office, and that's when we have Reese like, "Baby girl, why? Why did you leave me? I should have told you. I should have protected you." He's like, "You know
God damn
what? I'm
it,
a man
Dutch.
up."
God damn it, Dutch.
I have to send you this TikTok video so that you can take this scene and put it with that music.
Yo, I gotta do more reenactments for TikTok, but I be so tired because y'all really did love that Daryl scene. Although somebody in the comments was like, Sheila ain't shit. She was always flip flopping.
I
One
saw
moment,
that.
help the Halliwells. Next moment, fuck the Halliwells. I mean,
Because they not treating your man right. You trying to give them a little inch, they take a whole mile. Nah, F that. F that. Bring your ass back. So Cole is like, "It's me you want. Just take me and I'll explain everything. Everything you want to know, it's me." He's like, "Nah, fuck this shit. I'm gonna fuck what you gotta say. I'm gonna arrest you, homie. All these dead bodies, you kill Andrea, you going down." But then Cole
what was
spots
the
the
point of
Seekers.
killing Andrea? Like, you just a bad cop, bro. Like, what? He gonna kill Andrea before he kill you? What
Look,
is his motivation?
we're not gonna have no re-slander in this month of Black History.
You right. You right. I'm sorry,
You
Reese.
got hold on. You gotta do like the you gotta do the angel wings for me. You were. I don't know why this is in my head, but you were my sister, my strength, and my pride.
When I yo, it's dropping on Wednesday. The funeral program is dropping on Wednesday.
You remember how we used to do the funeral programs for Scandal? That's what you need to do.
For scandal, for power. Yo,
Angela, no.
Tasha, please. The woman I love is dead. It's like, yo,
You had to die.
yay me. Yay me. Yay me.
Yo, yo, I
The-
tell you, that is when the episode where he
We're
slid down that wall crying about Angela, and I texted you and was like, "I'm out. I'm done. I can't do this no more." And I ain't never turned back. Never turned back. I was done.
the way Angela used to be like, yay me, and then I said, yo,
I used
going
to
back
fast
to
forward them scenes. Mm-mm.
going back to How to Get Away with Murder, Castillo, Castillo. Yo, between them two, Jamie and Castillo, yo, I know representation matters, but bro, y'all gonna make me laugh every fucking
I
time.
was out. I was out. He slid down that wall, and I was like, I can't do this
First of all,
anymore.
I flinched and cocked back my fist when he mushed her.
I can't do it. I was only there for the white boy anyway, but that was it for me. That was that was it. You know, I love me a psycho white boy, and that was
Speaking of psycho white boys, fits in law and order, fits in law and order, fits in law. Because let's be honest, Fitz is a little psycho.
he's so psycho. He's so psycho. But I mean, like, I do love me Sam Waterston, and when I looked up his age, I'm like, why is he retiring? He got some. I was like 80. I mean, I said it out loud too. I was like, good googly boogly. Like, what?
That Vegas juice.
I was like 82. You have done well, my soldier. Take a rest.
Sam Waterston has had white hair since I had bow legs, bro. He's been old our entire life.
Right. So like I didn't like so it didn't, you know what I'm saying? And he drink his water, he mind his business. You will ever hear nothing about Sam Waterston. So I didn't know. I didn't know.
Every time I saw Argyle over the
No,
weekend.
no. We're gonna finish this. We're going to
You're
finish
right.
this.
You're right. You're right.
So the Seekers sends Cole Shimmer and they're like, we got our boy, he is alive. I don't know why we always go back to this mausoleum. Like, leave your dead daddy alone. Clearly Prue got unresolved mommy issues.
That man is not
Cole
resting in
clearly.
peace. Every time he fall back asleep, here come Cole shimmering to his gravesite, like, Daddy, Daddy, help me. Fucking child.
I don't know why he thought the Seekers wouldn't be able to track him there because the last people who tracked Cole tracked him in the mausoleum. Cole, I need you to use your fucking noggin. Use
Because
your
he said remember they still had a throwaway line that his scent is harder to pick up at the mausoleum, but I don't know.
why? Because of all that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It don't make no sense.
I mean, to Westinians it does.
You're right. Reese is like, what the fuck is happening? And Cole is trying to explain to him what happened, what's going on. Reese is like, brain overload. I don't have my Florida water. Back the hell up away from me. And he's like, look, I'm not even really worried about you, but they can't kill my girl. So you just here for the ride. Prue is freaking out because Reese hasn't answered her pages, which I don't know why you thought Reese was going to be at your beck and call, but Prue is freaking out. Phoebe's like,
Daryl
I
does
can't.
it. Every time I page Daryl, he answers the phone. How come he can't do it?
Phoebe's like, oh my God, my baby daddy is not in the house. I think he went to Reese. Oh my God, we need to go to the mausoleum. And Prue is like, I got my astral powers. Watch and see, bitches. So she astral projects in the mausoleum. David's like, I don't trust you. Davidson, excuse me, is like, I don't trust you. The Seekers come in, they having a whole ass fight. The the Seekers throw Reese violently against the wall, and the Angel of Death appears. Cole is getting his human ass,
Well, the Angel of Death shadow appears.
right? But then his body shows up, and Prue is trying to like.
This is the part in the horror movie where it gets really, really goofy again, just to get your senses lowered. Because the choreographed fighting, like, Shannon Doherty is not a fighter, and she fake fights like a person who doesn't know how to fight.
You remember in Street like the old Street Fighter,
If you want to
the
make a
loading
Chun Li
scene,
reference,
the
oh,
loading scene with Chun Li where she's just kicking at the. That's
I
what.
feel some
But
type of
Cammy was
way.
my girl. But anyway, he throws Seekers off of them. He tried to throw energy balls at them, but they fade out. The Angel of Death just looks annoyed. And he fades out as well. He was like, you can have this one because clearly this is what you want. You can have it because I'm tired. You are ruining my schedule. So they go, after the secrets by yourself. And he's like, who was going to do it? Y'all? No. Let me go after them versus them coming after y'all. Like, that just makes the best sense. And they're having this whole argument. And Reese
And
wakes up and he's like, what?
he wakes up and it's just like,
Too many white people.
whose goddamn house is this? Wait, what the fuck? Yo.
Cole does
you have to realize that there's something wrong with your sister.
They
They
gave her
never
like
do.
2.5 weeks after Andy died. Like, you still grieving over this man, bitch? Get over it. Get up.
Right?
Go fuck it out your system.
Like that's why I keep getting bullying like warnings on TikTok, because you telling me I have to like grieve the person I've known since I was a toddler for a
You
week
get
and then
fucked.
shut up about it,
You get
but
fucked.
your coworker gets assigned to another job for a month and you can't get out of bed? Shut the fuck up.
So we're at the beach the next day. And the angel of death is like, the reason why you were able to see me, and the reason why because he's like, hey Prue, or hi Prue, whatever like that. She's like, how do you know my name? He was like, bitch, because you were next on my list. Okay. She was like, you were doing too much, and that too much was going to have you dead. It was going to be Reese, and then it was going to be you. And that's why you were able to see me. And she looks like shocked. And he's like, as long as you're mad at me for just taking your mom's soul, like there's so much other bullshit going on in the world, and there's so much other evil in the world, you're not going to be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you need to grieve. It's been years, it's been decades, and move on. And he's like, I gotta go because I got real shit to do. I'm not nobody's therapist. I'm out. And he fades out. But that's wild though that the angel of death had to like console your sister.
Exactly. Because again, we didn't even mention this in the beginning of the episode. Prue says, I don't like the beach because this is where Grams took us after mom's funeral so we could feel
Mm-hmm.
better. But you love the beach, so I didn't want to ruin that for you. And she was like, oh, thanks. That was so cool. Anyway, so Queen Phoebe Land was like a really good place. Like, you literally find out that your sister is emotionally cutting, so one sister can get laid and the other sister can like get out of the house, and nobody's like, hey, are you all right? Do you need
Nobody asked
something?
her, you know what? Death was the best thing for Bro. I just
Honestly,
she needed to rest.
no.
Baby, what
Like,
they say? You have fulfilled your service in the Lord on this earthly plane.
honestly, like, I feel like Prue is the perfect, like, I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this, but like,
Uh-oh.
if like Prue started like having suicidal ideations, and she did have suicidal ideations at one point in the series, like it's completely understandable. Nobody has ever put this woman underneath their bosom. She never been hugged by a black woman before, like a good hug, because my God, this poor all she does is suffer.
I'm telling you, she needed to rest. She needed to rest. That's
recapping this episode this week of all weeks. Um, I'm giving this 6.5 Phaedra Parks reads because The Traitors was a good episode, and she she can embalm you, and Red Prue. See, it's all coming. It's all together. It's all tied in the Matrix. Are you watching The Traitors this season?
It's on my list, but I probably won't watch it till it's done. If we're gonna be honest,
It's fun. It's very enjoyable. I won't force you
it
to watch
looks
it.
enjoyable. It looks very enjoyable.
But yeah, I'm giving it 6.5 facial parks reads because she was read by the best, and I can accept that. You know what? If anybody's gonna put her in her place, let it be that man, and that's what I'll always leave it at. Look at me cashing in a Tamara coin on death. Anyway, you have anything you want to say to the people, Jem?
No.
All right,
Hi.
well,
Bye.
some witches be hoes.
Some hoes be witches. Blessed be.
Blessed be.